from here to whatever, nothing will happen. We're telling you the truth. So there is panic in that village in Zamfara state. What is the governor doing? Nothing. He'll be packing money and putting in his pocket and be programming you for 2023 and some PDP and the APC election and whatever, just to hold your mind there. You are not good today and you want to be good in Nigeria tomorrow, whereby you have seen is it a speaker, deputy speaker of the house is giving birth to 28 children. The man is celebrating 28 children. Is celebrating in Kanu state, celebrating 28 children, whereby Alamajiri that is already on the floor is more than, and that is what the problem will increase more and more. Nothing will save it. No prayer, nothing. Don't put anything to, because you caused the problem. You caused the problem. We are telling you the truth. We continue to speak out the truth. Just like the pig in the creek tell you that he has 21 children. You ask, although that one is a criminal because he's an Igbo man. The pig in the creek is an Igbo man who decided to deny himself to be where he is. That man is an Igbo man. Somehow he was able to invest in Cotonou and all those things. Maybe his children will use those things when he died. But if indeed those investments will be there, because the moment the feeding bottle he's sucking is no more there, he has no option than to do what? Than to sell all those things. Because those things were the blood of some innocent young Biafrans. He accumulated together, used them to fight the government. Some of them died on the process. Finally, he was called for peace talk and all those things. And they sit down and they put things in order and give him money. And he forget about the people that have died and use the money to go to Cotonou and build schools and all those things. It's the blood money. Those kind of money doesn't last. At a time, nature will just descend upon you to make sure that it pays back. Those things will be sold. Then you see all those children, they're born there, they'll become nuisance. Because what your father did, you must inherit it. All these things are, forget about. Maybe you say you don't believe in this, you are science this, you educated. I have seen a medical doctor who is useless. A medical doctor who is a drunkard. Every evening he will come out and sit under mango tree and be playing drafts. And for 9 years he was studying. Brother, the forces has a way to work, whether you believe it. I have seen it I have seen a Chinese man who studied what do they call it, a robotic whatever. But he came for prayer. Nothing is what many cause is cause. Whether from ancestral or wherever is cause. Or it will still come. The Bible, the word of God stand what it is, whether you believe it or not. For the Bible said that our parents have sinned and are no more, and we are suffering the iniquities of them. We are suffering the iniquities of them. That is how it is. And that is why I will tell you, even this time you are, reduce the evil you are doing. Reduce it. So the pig in the creek, these are the things that will pay him back. They don't want to maybe tomorrow now, you want to use it to cause, say, IPOB is fighting Ijob people so that they will bring division. Even the present Ijob brothers there now are more intelligent than you. They don't even follow you because they know you are a criminal. Confirmed criminal. Pig in that man is a criminal. Confirmed one. Confirmed. What about all your criminal? If this politician no settle you, you go follow the other one. If this one no settle you, you go follow the other one. You go criticize them. Do something, leave a legacy that will be remembered. The resources in your land belong to your people. Fight for it. Focus on that. Focus on that. Even if it will take your life, let it be. But let your people remember that, oh, it is the pig in the creek that fought this thing for us, and we are not going to let it go. But rather, the pig in the creek will support the Gambaris indirectly to be sucking the oil while he will become a security guard. Nonsense. Let's take another news. Identities of Plateau State residents killed by terrorists in fresh attack revealed. There are fresh attack in Plateau State. Plateau State is gone, as we always continue to tell you. These are some people, like some foolish Igbo people that are in the government, and some certain elements in the society, like the pig in the creek, that will always just, they want their money. instantly. Selfishness. Selfishness is very, very dangerous, my dear brother. You see, selfishness. Very, very dangerous. It's not good. I, me. Even biblically, it was condemned. It was condemned. Whenever, that is satanic. Me, anything, what am I going to favor me? Mostly in a struggle like this, or in a situation like this, you don't need to be selfish. You need to be giving out. If everybody is giving out, the society will be at peace. The society will be at peace. That is what is happening in Plateau State. They are still attacking and killing them there. And it will continue until the needful is being done. And if the needful is not done, then expect it that the worst will happen. At a certain time, you will not be known in this world again, because they will swallow you. There are some certain tribes who, one day I will bring a list of some certain race and tribe that have gone oblivion completely in this planet Earth. They have been swallowed. They are no more existing. And when you go and study what happened, you see that is as a result of invasion. They were invaded and they were swallowed. They were invaded and they were erased. There are some certain race or tribe in this world now that are no more existing. They are just only on history book. You that is listening now, mostly in the Zoological Republic, don't allow such to happen to your own. Because if the people then have the facilities you and I have today to fight this, maybe they would have succeeded. They would have succeeded. Maybe they would have succeeded. There are races, go and Google it, go and study the race or tribes that are no more existing. They were just wiped off during the colonial times and invasion and all those things. Conquests have been taken. If you don't have, they'll just clean them off. Some gunmen believed to be terrorists have shot dead 3 Riwa youth in Du village of Kwale district in Basa local government area of Plateau State. Reporters learned that the terrorist attacked the innocent youth in an ambush while they were on a motorcycle on Monday about 8:20 p.m. Ambush. You see the strategies the enemy have been using. Ambush. Most of the successful attack of these bandits, terrorists, ISWAP, herdsmen, what do you call them, Boko Haram boys, most of the attacks are ambush. They will ambush you. In other words, they are well coordinated. The plant is, they have information. Why I'm saying it is that the same strategy, we can as well use it. You could be in the position to gather information to pass to us. Give it to us so that we will as well ambush them. It is ambush. And when you are ambushed, brother, it's only the grace that can save you in such an attack. You will be ambushed. A Bagana attack is as a result of ambush. The bomb was laid for the zoologian soldier. None of them escaped. It's very dangerous. Ambush strategies is very, very dangerous. And whenever you have been sabotaged and ambushed, you hardly escape it. It's only grace of God and powerful sacrifice you could make at that moment for you to escape. Ambush. They know you are coming and they know you pass through this area. They know the time and they mount there completely and be waiting for you. We can as well use the strategy. All these criminals, Al-Shabaab, patrolling in our land, what are they doing? Killing our people, shooting people at will with the gun. They don't know what to do. It's just to shoot people. And you are there in their midst. Why not to do the same thing? Leak the information that the criminal element that are coming from so. Elie Fernando. Elie Fernando. Both you working in government house, you are working with Devil Maya and all those things. Forget about the oath he gave to you. Forget about it. You leave the secret for us that so they will go so place. Elie Fernando, my family. Ambush is one of the strategic points to you destroy the entire battalion. Very, very important. Those of you working there, that is what you will do. Stop being idiots. Stop being foolish. They will only use you against your own people. Use you against your own people. Every time they use you against your own people. But each time you read their news, you hear that they lay ambush. How do they got the information that people are coming? How? because they are everywhere and they are determined to do what we are assigned to do since 1804 of Ottoman Danfodio, is to make sure that they Islamize and Fulanize the entire zoological republic of Nigeria from the north down to the Atlantic, and they are working on it. Forget about any all of them, they are working on it. And that is why they are bringing things out systematically, gradually. You see, they are succeeding. If not this stumbling block, IPOB ESN of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place to wage this. If not, Eastern region would have been chinchim, would have been my mind, would have eaten us off. So you working with them, these are the things. You leak the information. Come on, brother, understand things. This is your race, this is your tribe. This is where you belong to. This is where nature put you. Love your people, love your own. Stop following these people. That is why you go and wear their clothes. You marry their girls. I'm not saying you should not marry or whatever. But these are the things that in the moment your mind and attention is being diverted, that is what you like. Help their thing. You'll be hating your own. You'll be hating you. Even when you hear your own language, you won't like it. You will not like it. The moment you hear your own language, you won't like it. You like a foreign language on behalf of that person. You like a foreign language, which is wrong. But if you will turn your mind on what we are saying, follow us. You are working with them in the office. Hate them as they hate you. It will be wonderful, brothers. Let's continue. In a security update obtained by reporters on Wednesday, the victims were identified as 46-year-old Charlie Gado, 33-year-old Monday Daro, and 32-year-old Ezekiel Peter. In the attack, a 42-year-old Eva gets a sustained degree of injuries from gunshot. The update reads about 8:20 p.m. on Monday, January 24, 2022. Some Rewa youths on a motorcycle were ambushed at Du village of Kwale district, Basa local government area of Plateau State. 3 were killed instantly, while 1 sustained gun injury. Their names have been mentioned. It's happening. It will continue because they have a governor like Lalong, who is an Igbo man in character against his own people. Just for him to be there, he cannot stand for his own people. He can't stand for his own people. They have succeeded in cloning the brains of other, using politics, destroying you, all those kind of things. Because you need somebody who will oppose, Not opposing. There's one thing with politicians. All politicians are corrupt. Not like Autumn now. You see Autumn. Autumn is vocal speaking, but Autumn is not sincere. Most of the time you go there, you see that the money sent to Autumn and his gang are eating it. They are not paying salaries. Because we must tell you the truth. Politicians are criminals. They are wicked. Autumn, thank God he speaks out. Samuel Autumn of Benue State will come out and talk. This, that, Buhari, this, that. Akora Yaka. But at the end of the month, pay salary. No. Where is the money you gather for all those things? Him and his inner caucus, the criminals that owns the Benue State, they have shared their money. Because as the news put it this time, that he is the long unpaid salary for the state. Why will it be like that? How much is the minimum wage? 30,000 naira. You are owing somebody 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Come on. Be human for a moment. How do you want these people to survive? That is why I hate politics and I hate politicians. I hate them. I hate them because they are criminals. They are the same thing. They are the same thing. Don't follow their way. Don't follow them. They are evil. The only thing that will save you and I is this restoration of Biafra, where truth and honesty will be in every platform. Where money will be begging you to take him, you say no, because you are honest. You are honest. Everything is corrupt. Everything is corrupt in the zoo. Religious, tradition, political, everything is corrupt because of money. Everybody, and the people themselves are corrupt. Because you are corrupt, any place that there is no corruption, you will not like to go there. You see how corrupt you are. If this man is not corrupt, displaying those qualities of corruption, displaying it, if he's not corrupt and acquire things through the corrupt way, displaying it on air at all time, you won't like him. You won't like him. You will not like him. You will only like the criminal that are corrupt, stealing your future, your this thing, then use it to display. Then you will like to go to that person. That is another corruption, internal corruption that you have already in. Iman Igbo say that it has been a norm now in the Zoological Republic. It has been a norm. So a lot of things need to be done in you. And the only way it can be undo, the only way you can change it, return back, is by rejecting it through the word. You need to hear this word, assimilate it, assess it, evaluate yourself, check it. Now see, yes, I am wrong here, I am wrong here, I am wrong here. Let me make a change. Then you reject those things that will make you to put hand in evil. No matter how difficult it is, you stand. Your light will shine to others. That is the only way. Don't wait for a powerful miracle, one angelic being. Maybe as we read about the conversion of Apostle Paul on his way to Damascus, as the scripture put it, and the lightning flash on him. It may not happen to everybody. It may not happen to you. You need the word. You are the people that will need the word. You hear it, you check by yourself and make a change. Yes, you make a change. You make a change. Because the society this time is corrupt. Everything is corrupt. It's not fair, brother. It's not fair, sister. Everything is corrupt. And if that corruption is not being displayed, nobody will buy your idea. Nobody. That is sometimes when you think of this thing, you say, Kai, what is happening? Because you yourself, you are corrupt. You need to change your mind. When you see those things, you reject it. When you see those, and it's as a result of what the society, corrupt society display, that are making us to go beyond a certain. There are clips you see these days. People engage into some certain demonic activities in order to make money. Eating feces, eating their poo and all those things openly just to make money. Ask him, if you make that money, what are you going to do with that money? You can never hear one reasonable thing from him. Is just to drive car and carry woman. Just to drive car and carry woman. Go where they are doing nkunwai or doing whatever and spray money. That's all. In his brain, nothing like to build one industry in my village so that I will employ all the whole widows. Or build one factory so that every graduate from my area will go there and exercise what he has read. You will not hear such a thing. Because the system is corrupt. The system is corrupt. If you are not spraying money, where than chicken dausa, you are not there. You are not there. Brother, that is why you need a change. And the word is what will change you. And the enemy is attacking the word. These days now, see people burning the scriptures and all those things. We are not going towards that side because there is truth there. That is why you are burning it. Because if not, you won't. I must tell you the gospel truth. Let's take this one. This one finally is from our IPOB press release. We must look into it. It's our press release. The press release of IPOB of you, it came out yesterday, I think, being 26. Today is 27th, and being 27th, you must remember that the head of the Directorate of State of Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Edoziem, will speak to Biafrans all over the world. So have that in mind, and as well be prepared for that broadcast. Very, very important. Each time the HOD has an announcement, you must key, you must listen, you must get prepared to hear something good coming, one or two instructions, and you must key to read. And any fundraising they are calling you, let me make this clear. There are a lot of flyers and whatever. Any fundraising they are calling you now, you did not hear our voice or didn't hear it from Radio Biafra, don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. The one you give, where is it? Don't go until we ask you to go. Don't go. Don't go. Our men are so, you lost so much. If you go to the comment there, you see where men, I just say what is wrong with our men. If you see what they are commenting, say a bell, a grown-up man, you can't even hold yourself. That is how Satan works. On our flash, you guys taking here there now. Stop following those things. These are the traps for you to be destroyed. Don't attend any fundraising. Listen to me. Unless you hear it from IPOB platform, Radio Biafra. Don't. Very, very important. These are criminals everywhere. Sitting on the fund you contributed, think you are doing the right thing. Let's take the press release. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the leadership of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, following the January 19, 2022 judgment of Abia State High Court, which indicted the federal government and the Nigerian army for the military invasion of Afari Beku, home of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in September 2017, we want to warn all media houses still publishing in their contents that our leader jumped bell to henceforth to stop that falsehood and distortion of fact. You must stop it, all of you in Arise Television, all of you in Punch newspaper, all of you in Vanguard, Premium, whatever useless newspaper media you have in the Zoological Republic that can never stand on truth. That can never stand on truth. You must stop that rubbish. That is why black people are poor, evil. You know evil man. You know him. Criminals. Ojo Sokal is coming out for 2023. You know he's a criminal. And you see the press petting. He will go and give them money. They will not interview him. Ask him, how do you make your money? You see a man, a 70-year-old man tell you that he's 69 or 59. How do you make your money? The answer will not be given. Tomorrow he'll still be your president. And you are there. That is why you are baboon. We black, we are baboons and monkeys. We must accept it. It can never happen in other places. Just because Boris Johnson was dancing on the eve of the burial of Queen Elizabeth and other things, and during their lockdown of Corona, is shaking his office. The people were calling for him to resign, and all those things. You see how honest. That is why you do 21 days fasting to get their visa, and when you reach there, we can do all manner of things. We can even, could be 21, 25, and we'll marry a 50 or 60-year-old woman to get pepper. That is it. And you see a young girl of 20, 18, 20, 21, 22 will marry an ancestor of 70 years over there, 60 years over there to have pepper, because they use truth to lay their foundation, because they have seen one thing that is not good in the government of Boris Johnson. They shake him. Maybe he may or he may not, but that is the truth. But look at your own. Even that Buhari is dead since 2017, you are still clapping hand for him. When your brother speak, you attack him. You are baboon. We are baboons and monkeys, and we must accept it. We must accept it that we are baboons and monkey. Look at a man that is dead, Jagaban, a criminal. Jagaban is powerful criminal, a powerful political criminal. Only Lekki massacre alone. That is not up to 24 months on the roll. Only Lekki massacre is enough for Jagaban not to say it, but he's coming and he's buying all these medias. He's buying all the whole medias, giving them money. They won't talk, they won't write against him. But when it's come to jump bell, he jump a bell. And I could have proscribed. And tomorrow, that is why any day I will be reading news and say they kill one journalist. I will celebrate it. Because you are evil. You are a criminal. So our press release is telling you to stop that nonsense, or you see our action. Let's continue. The court in its judgment held that Nnamdi Kanu has, by credible evidence, proved to the court and his fundamental right to dignity of human person and personal liberty were wantonly violated, and his fundamental right to life threatened presently by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it will be wrong for any person to continue to claim or write that Kanu jump bail. Such amounts of contempt of court, and we will not hesitate to take legal action against any media platform, print, electronic, or blog that continue with such falsehood. That is it. Because as a black man, if you don't hit black man very hard, he will not listen. You must attack a black man, hit him very hard. Then before his ear will open. Before his ear. A black man is very, very stiff-necked. You need to hit him. So we need to do this thing to them. Don't care who the ox is, God. If our leader truly jumped bail, a court of competent jurisdiction would not have ordered the federal government and the army to pay him 1 billion naira compensation and make a public apology to him in 3 national newspapers for violating his fundamental human right, which is true. We are not people. These are the reason why we are not interested in their 1 billion, whether they pay or not. But this is the fact we need. This fact, this judgment will go far and near if you don't know what we are doing. That is why we say when you don't have the brain to assess things, make sure. Don't you know that it is this 1 billion that make the pig in the creek to pump out? The pig in the creek thought that this 1 billion we are interested in it. He's in just pop. He thought that they are going. That man sometimes. When I'm sad, when I'm angry, I just go and watch his movie. I call it movie. I just watch it and be laughing because all the things he's doing is he's just cracking joke. He thought in his mind, he thought that it is 1 billion. How can they give Nnamdi Kanu 1 billion? You know, that kind of thing. Whereby he has been there for years now, no contract, nothing is coming. The pig. So, the court of competent jurisdiction has done what is supposed to, and is an evidence for us to prove to the world that indeed our leader did not jump bail, and anybody who goes against it, we need to face it, we need to argue it out in the law court. Very, very important. IPOB is not an unlawful organization and will not be, because Nigerian court said so, and will not make it lightly with anybody trying to give us a fake identity. Comrade Ima Powerful, Media Publicity Secretary, IPOB. This is our press release, the latest one so far, and you must follow what we are doing. This is Radio Biafra Service 2, coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London, under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He is the director of Radio Biafra and television, the commander of the armies of Biafra, and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. This introduction pains a lot of people. It pains a lot of people, most especially the pig in the creek. Nobody will give pig such a credit. Nobody in this world. Pig in the creek, nobody will ever come and address you, the greatest man living on this planet Earth. Nobody will come out and these are the things, just envy and jealousy. As I scan you when you just discern your spirit, that is what I see. Nothing is flowing. No, I am not giving you. You position yourself as a hitman, so that maybe during any attack with the zoo government, the security aspect, you are the one that will handle it. Then money will be poured. You don't know that there are young blood who are more deadlier than you, that can do the job more than you. So when you didn't see it, Araba pig in the creek. So we will be right back in a moment, and I will have 1 or 2 analysis in Hausa language. Then our lines will be open. Then you can call in for your own contribution. Please stand by. This is your radio station.
Dan banza General Buhari kare ne wutsoko kazani. 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 Ya dan haru alba isu ka tsinewa General Buhari. Ya ƙauye ka tarwatsa shi ka toshe mai hanyar fitsari. Ka zai da bugawar zuciyarsa ya zan mushe fa ya dinga wari. Da gudu ta yi katon ɗan izala da kuka ashe ka bakin kaza. Kai! Kai kutare ɓarawo zai tsere katon tuzuru. Bakin goggo sarkin luwaɗi dogo mai surfar muzuru. Me kashe mata har da yara a sai shege dan fesararru. Uwar ka iyan labuhun ubanta a ta haifo mana bam kazani. Shege kazani. Dogon ba'are malafar ubanka a tsohon banza a firgitacce. Tsohon soja matsoraci kun ga gauran mata a barkatacce. Karayin iskanci yake yi yana gararan ba a baya bacci. Da sannu fa za ka ci kwal ubanka a shege cin da aka kasa. Kai! Shege kazani. In ga gullar yau ga Buhari ina maraba ta faɗa da dambe. Dan tsari na sidar guda ne a na constitution yau da gobe. Yankakken alade da mushe na rago ɗaya ya faɗa da dambe. Musulmin kirki ba shi basu don a gurin Allah haramun. Mulkin yawo sai su shaho aikin sata a sai su dera. Matsatsaku ba auki gare ta a sha na jini kuwa ba ta saura. Lallai kam yau mun ga canji saksiruwa a cikin garara. Me kan cirmi bai fahimta an biga tsabar ba ya kai ni. Shege ba ya kai ni dan banzan ba ya kai ni. Ya sha wuce tani da jilani ya dan fodi ya shugabana. Ruhullahi imam komai ni da barhama in ya si ubana. Ya abul fatahi maula ku duba Buhari ya tsare ka'idina. Addu'ar ku a yau fa muke bukata akan halakar gafu kazani. Ya Allah ka rikirkita shi ka sa lassa a cikin jikin shi. Ka hana mushi jin daɗin abinci ka sanya Yahudu su hantare shi. Da ya hau jirgi za shi yawo jirgin yayi bombin ya karshi. Hada shi fada fa da ji gani shi ka firgita dan iska kaza. Shege a'a kazani. Shege kazani. Kare na Yahudu mayaudari yau kowa ana zagin kurege. Har yan garuwa ka fa cuta a dan tafiya a hada da waige. Da kowar yunwa ne a baya can ka Buhari ka dauki goge. Mu daura ama igiya a kugu kai da guri daya ne kazami. Talauci ga cuta da yunwa ga kunci ka sanya kowa. Ka sa jama'a a cikin talauci mutum fadaransa yana adawa. Hawan jini da bugu na zuciya yau shi ke ta kisa ga kowa. Farawan banza ka yi gojen ka sace shege kazani. Kamu hukuncin su Yahudu yau fa kana ta kisa ga kowa. Dan kafin zaben ka kaje ka karɓo aiki gunsuwawa. Kaje Ingila har Amurka da London kai ba utar suwawa. Kamar Allah ka rike sa Allah a dushar dan su ka bi kazani. Ka bi kazani ka bar Allah ku caki. Kai dai ka ga masu za su karka a wannan ba shakka ba juna. Ga yar addu'a ga abacha irin aikin ka su kai a rana. Sun musu aikin sun kashe su a kowa zai shaidar batuna. Bare kai dan boko haramun ka rubuta a duhu na rani. Angoli taimakuwa a daji mikiya kwata taimake ta. Nan fa ta sa mata kai na zabo har jama'a wasu na ta santa. Ashe a cikin gangar jikinta akwai matsala fa ku ankare ta. Dan kuturu ba aya bai shi ya girma da yatsa a baya yani. Shi baba Buhari mahaukaci ne baki na da ibai fada ba.
Jama'a assalamu alaikum, ina kwanan ku, ina gajiya, ina wuni. Jama'a mun ce ina kwana, ina gajiya, ina wuni saboda lokaci ba daya bane kuma Allah ya yi ta da gangan domin ya dinga nuna maka wai shine Allah kuma kai ka dinga ji tsoron shi. Kowane lokaci muna tambaye ka kana ji tsoron Allah abokina, kana jin tsoron Allah? Ya zaka gane kana jin tsoron Allah? Kana bin gaskiya kawai. Duk inda ka gan gaskiya ka bita, duk bakin da gaskiya ya fito ai ka bi maganan ka bari mutum. Ka daina bincike wane ne yi ci, wane ne yi ta, shi daga ina ne, kaza ne. Ka daina wannan ai, abin da ya kamata kai ka yi dai, ka rike maganan saboda daga Allah ne yayi, kuma Allah ya rike duniya gaba daya. Kowaye ne Allah zai iya rike, kowane baki zai iya bude shi yi magana saboda shi ne Allah. Shi yasa kuma ana ji tsoron shi har abada abadin. Akan wannan abun na baka shawara, na baka wa'azi wanda zai tamake ka. Ka yarda da maganan gaskiya wanda muke fito muku kowane lokaci a Radio Biafra. Kowane lokaci muna fito muku da wannan magana. Abun da yasa ana shan waya a Nigeria, abun da yasa dan wanka sun mutu, abun da yasa ana satan mutane, abun da yasa Boko Haram da ISWAP suna yi kace-kacen da suke yi, abun da yasa yunwa yake kashe mutane, abun da yasa wani malami na makaranta a Kanu eje kashe wata yarinya, wata dan jinjira, wata krimin yarinya saboda ba gaskiya. An kibin gaskiya da farko, an kibi gaskiya da farko, da aka bar gaskiya izoma foundation na duk abin da aka yi a Nigeria, wallahi irin wannan abu bare faru bai. Ni ina gaya maka irin wannan abun bare faru ba. Ga kai kuma wani zai fito da kariya zai sa ta akan foundation ke zaka yi da saboda anufinka wannan kariya ana so a danna ma mewa mutanen Biafra, mutanen Kudu, mutanen Yorubawa, mutanen ko yaya ne zaka ce to a jika ba. Amma ka san wannan kariya ne gobe zai dawo maka. Gashi inda ya dawo a arewa yanzu shekara 20 wanda ya wuce, wane ne yake nufi irin wannan abin wanda yake faru a arewa yanzu zai faru ai? Za zo ana ta kashe mutane ga azamfara. Labarin da aka karanta yanzu ya inda mutane suke gudu suke bari koyensu. Wannan sun ku yanzu wanda kuka saurare ne, wanda ku asalin dan Nigeria kuna aka haife ku a wannan su koye a cikin Nigeria, bara ku iya koma koyen ku yanzu ai. Saboda abu kace-kacen da yake faru, me yasa wannan abun yake faru? Saboda da farko babanka ko kakanka sun ki gaskiyan, sun ki yi abin, suna yi dai gaskiya da ana hada gaskiya da kariya inda za su samu amfani a kansu kawai. Suna so kansu, inji Hausawa. Suna so kansu kawai, akan kansu aka fito da wannan su kariya, aka hada sa, aka fito da wannan su injustice domin a cuta wannan su mutane, watan su kabila, wannan su adininci, a cute su kaza ne. Kun ce to a rike su yowa mun yi da akan wannan abun ne. Shi yasa gaka da wahalan akan ka, gaka da wahala akan ka gashi ai. Amma yanzu safe ne abokina, kar wannan duhu wanda yake zuwa da karfi ya same mu a cikin Nigeria. A fara wannan gaskiya da yanzu ai abu zai yi kyau, wallahi ina gaya maka. A juwe, a raba, a daina wannan magana 2023 menene za a yi dai a jara Nigeria. Shine abin da zaka fito yanzu kana fadai. Shine maganan da ya kamata a ce ana ji daga bakinka. Menene za a yi a jara garin? Menene za a yi a daina wannan abun? Ai referendum ne, ai araba, a nemakin wannan manyoyi, wannan yan ma'aikata, wannan yan siyasa, a nemakin su kawai ana yayyanka su gaba daya duk inda ka gansu. Ana kira shi revolution. Ba haka baka manta, ka daina kuka kana addu'a kana nima turawa su zo su tamake ka. Ba wanda zai tamake ka. Hannunsu yana cikin abun. Kaje abun nan, kaji maganan Mustafa, Major Mustafa, maganan da yayi, akwai wata maganan da yayi kusan shi ya fadai lokacin muna ce Abacha ba yi da kyau kaza ne, amma shi Abacha din yana da son kansa, amma shi dai ya gane irin cuta wanda su bature suna yi a kasar Nigeria. Shi yasa kuma shi baya son wannan abun, sai dai kawai yana so kansa kawai, kuma yana yin wannan fada da kansa wannan fada ba wai fada wani zai fito da kansa yi ai fadan da zaka nema kowa ne sa hannu a cicire hannun shedam hannun bature in ba haka ba ka yi kuka zuwa gobe bara su zo su tamake ka saboda inda kana mutu shine suke tashiwa a duniya kowane lokaci muna gaya muku wannan abun sai dai ku yi da kawai ai shine abun da yake gagare ku wani lokaci jama'a ba mu kwata muku lokaci yau da yawa ga abubuwa wanda muka da shi ga labari na farko a Zamfara state a capital na Zamfara a Gusau wani koye kusa da shi cikin gusun mutane wanda suke zona a wajen suna gudu yanzu ga su da guduwa suna gudu suna bari koyansu gidansu suna shigo cikin gari aka tambaye wane ne ike faru wai suna jin tsoro masu satan mutane fulani satan mutane kar su zo su kashe su saboda sun san idan sun zo yanzu za su kashe su me ya faru sojoji da yan sanda Nigeria da su security yan bangan ko menene ana kiran su vigilante sun zo dai suke samu masu bandit din masu satan mutanen suke ganin su inda suke kashe su suke fito da waɗansu mutane wanda suke kama to bayan da suke gama wannan aiki suke kashe su sun ki zona a wajen shine suke tafiya to mutane sun gane sun fara tunani mai kyau ba wai gwamna ya zona a gidansa ya yi magana tv a radio su ce ku zona ba damuwa abu ayi kaza ne yanzu sun gane suna gudu yanzu saboda sun san idan wannan mutane suke dawo ramawa dole ne su za an riga an rubuta musu ma wai za su dawo wasu zo su rama to shi yasa suke kwashe abubuwansu kowa yana gudu yanzu ai kowa yana gudu daga koye yana shigowa a cikin gari ya ne Najeriya zai kyau wani gaba ne kana gani yaushe nan wannan abun zai daina wane ne zai daina sa gurin da aka fito da za su yi makami a ba sojoji an cinye kwanaki satin da ya wuce ga sojojin da suke a Borno state suna magana wai an ki ba su asalin makami an ki salame su corruption yana cikin Nigeria kuma bare tofi bayi cuta yayi yawa mba wai revolution na jini bloodily one ba abin da zai jara Nigeria ina ga maka idan kana so ka yida idan ka baka so ka bari amma na roke ka dai ka yida saboda zai dan fi mana sauki gasuwa suna gudu yanzu a cikin Gusau a Zamfara state a capital nasa to mene goben su amma wani barawo yan majalisa yan siyasa ma'aikata za su fito yanzu a ce maka 2023 za a samu wani kaza ba kamanta da wannan magana ana wulakanta da kokulanka da tunaninka ana wulakanta da ita ni ne yake gina maka ana wulakanta da tunaninka kawai ga ka da ciwo a kafanka mutum kuma ya zo yana takwa maka kanka karka ji wannan ciwo karka ji abin nan na ciwo a kafanka abin da suke yi dai ana baka siga a baki bayan da kana da wani ciwo a kafanka lokacin da wannan siga zai daina shigowa dole ne ka fara ji wannan ciwo a kafanka kuma mai wa lokacin abin nan din ya tashi da yawa ina gaya maka ya sa yanzu zaka yi da magana mu ban ce ka yi da ni ban ce ka bi ni ina so gaskiya ne nake fito muku a yi abin da ya kamata a yi yanzu shine labarin mu na farko na biyu kuma ana gaya mana inda su masu satan mutanen suna na ko ina ne suna ko ina ne a cikin Najeriya wannan yanzu a Plateau a cikin wannan su koyin Plateau a Basa ga Jos ai suna kaman 5 and 6 ne kaman mata da miji ga Basa ga Jos kaman Ruman Palo kenan kaman Tuban Taya ga Basa ga Jos ai idan ka san garin gaswai aka yi musu ambush suna fitowa mutum 3 an harbe su wannan abin ne kowane lokaci yana faru dai a cikin Jos a cikin Plateau saboda ba gaskiya irin wannan kashe zai ci gaba har lokacin da mutum zai tashi ce enough is enough za a daina wannan abin Allah ya isa in ba haka ba ka manta da shi kawai abokina shi yasa kowane lokaci muna fito muna ta wannan magana mun san kai bakin fata dai muna da taurin kai mu yayi yawa shi yasa zamu dinga yi wannan magana za dinga ana ta danna ta ko za ka ji dai, saboda lokacin da bakin fata za su gane gaskiya wallahi duniya zai juye, abu zai yi musu kyau. Zaka gani wannan turawa wallahi economy su a minti daya zai so kai. Lokacin da bakin fata za su gane wayon da ana yi musu, inda ana cutansu, inda aka hada kansu da kansu suna kashe kansu. Lokacin da bakin fata za su gane a duniyan wallahi zaka gani Africa zai juye kaman inda aka kawo wutan nepa, kuwa zai ce op nepa, haka ne zai yi a Africa. Zaka gani haske, kuma zaka gani su wanda suka da hasken, su bature din, su turawan da ana zuwa gidansa ana siya gida, ana zuwa garin su ana siya gida, zaka gani automatically komai zai rufe agunsu. Shi yasa ba su so, amma zan mu dinga yin wannan magana ana ta saboda taurin kai mu yayi yawa. Ga kai ana kashe kana, ga kudin da aka yi budget wani ya sa ta juhu, shi mutum zai fito yana raba muku 5,000 3,000, kana gaishe shi, kana har ma kana yi mishi addu'a, saboda wawayen mu yayi yawa, iskancin mu kai. Allah kawai zai tamake yayi, amma inda Allah zai tamake zaka ji wannan magana da gaskiyar da muke fito muku. Jama'a, shine labarin mu da muke fito muku da shi yau. An ji ma hanyar mu zai bude. Idan kana so ka yi magana ka kira mu a wannan lamba +183 263 73499 +614 818 70925. Idan ka kira wannan lamba zaka iya same mu domin mu yi magana a san abin da za a yi. Idan kana da zuciya dai, anan zan kawo wannan magana a karshe, zan ce muku assalamu alaikum.
Mahaukata fa suna challenging dan hauka ta su bata kai ba. Dan shi ke ta fada da kowa har Allah ma bai bari ba. Domin ya yi kisa a zazzau ya noke mu uku kazami. Iri kuma manta da kai ba, dan asali na tabin tababba. Dan ka sha ta kuwa
this kind of microphone. If you know Sabi shake this microphone, make you try, make you no lie. He the enter body, he the enter body, he the flow for the everything, I will tell you, you know, make you ask. Make you ask them. Make you tell them. Make you show them. Make you know that. No hide no face, no cover for yeah. Make you no go die for yeah. Make you no go fly for yeah. No cry. When you hear the truth, I know, say, you did before, yeah, I know, say, you know, but I know to stop you from today. Make you go your own way, make a day. Make you say your own way, make a play. Una day, make a day. Una enjoy the money for you. Una leave the people alone. Una stop to the corner market. Una leave these farmers in the live for their own living. Tell them, say, no be we. Tell them, say, no be she. Tell them, say, na only do. Tell them, say, na only do. We know the praise if you listen to everything with the spirit to hear out. We know the cry, we know the play. tell you anything, make I buy you anything, make I flow you anything, make I show you. No say I know the thing. The only thing I'm born out for you, no be I beg, I want my Biafra. Make nobody ask me too much question where I want answer. I know go fit answer all those kind temptation. I know go fit heal to all those kind of pressure. I know go fit collect the bullet like every other person. So if you touch me, I know who to call for you. If you try me, I know where to go. Get my guns, my shoes, my shorts, my horns, yeah. I did Biafra me this, thank you. As soon as give me my freedom, thank you. As soon as don't liberate me, the chains of my neck does not represent slavery. Does not represent slavery anymore. The chains I wear in my neck does not represent slavery anymore. It represents wealth. Because I wear the diamond blings and I wear the golden chains on my hand, on my neck, and on my wrist, and on my leg. Thank you. I beg, no one give us chance so that we play. I beg. May nobody disturb us when we hey, I beg. If not see us the past, make not just hail so that everybody go day. If not day we day. Nobody find trouble, nobody disturb, everybody day their day, make we day our day. Thank you. Biafra, I'm happy. Thank you.
Our God is on the throne. Oh yes, He is. Biafra is our home. Yes, not a place we have. So we must fight so hard and take back our homeland. So Biafra is our home. Yes, not a place we have.
This is Radio Biafra Service 2 coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He is the director of Radio Biafra and her television, the commander of the armies of Biafra and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. And this broadcast is coming to you from me, a servant of the Most High, a servant of the indigenous people of Biafra, and a proud disciple of our leader in the person of NWACHINEKE. Right now, lines are open. You can call in for your own contribution in your own radio station, Radio Biafra, with this number, +183 263 73499. I repeat, +183 263 73499. +183 263 73499, or you can get us with this plus 614 818 70925 plus 614 818 70925 plus 614 818 70925. Any of this line you call, you have access to our line, and we will receive your call. And Biafrans all over the world will hear you as we continue to press on for the disintegration of this British abominable contraption called Zoological Republic. Right with me is Desmond, the early bird. Can you hear me, Desmond?
Yes, NWACHINEKE, I can hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Even the pig in the creek can hear you.
Yes, it's important that we get the message. NWACHINEKE, I want to thank you for your good work to Biafrans. It's only Chukwuemeka that put the people back for their good work, and God will continue to strengthen you and pay you in double fruits all that you are giving out. Great Biafrans, once again I say good morning to you all and the family. And leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwuemeka will continue to strengthen you, be with you, guide you, and He will lead us into Biafra and you will. NWACHINEKE, as usual, it's our normal routine. Before I go on this morning, I want to bring to the notice of Biafrans all over the world of the need for us to continue to support ESN, because
Ecco un esemplare di lavoratore affamato, si avvicina al frigo, è pronto all'attacco, ma... Oh no, voto di nuovo, fame bestiale!
Plus 39 3512 551274. This is IPOB National PRO number in Italy. Any of them you call will be directed on how to support ESN, as it is very, very important, and it is our duty, and we have to do it. NWACHINEKE, I want to just comment on your analysis, starting from the Greek in the pig in the Greek. You know, this man has done a lot of damages to our people in the coastal region. This guy has used the blood of our people to make so much money. He went to Cotonou and built a university for them there to continue to increase the economy, to give them more employment. But from his own land, where he is siphoning this money, where the military are killing the people. You remember, the Ori massacre was all connected to this idiot, because it was him that committed that crime that made Obasanjo massacred our people. You know, and even Henry Oka, he was the person that said, this guy has done a lot of damage to our people in the coastal region. And I don't know why they allow this guy to stay there, because we are supposed to flush this guy out of our land. This guy is supposed to be sent back to Cotonou, where he has investment. Instead, he came to our land, he built mosques for our people, to deceive our people, to continue to convert our people to the Islamic Caliphate, and then he is building economy in Cotonou. Can you imagine? And he's still talking in our land. And our people are there looking at him. I don't know what is going on with our people of nowadays, the youth of nowadays. I don't know what is happening. Are you telling me me the youths in those regions are not seeing the evil of this guy? It can shake it to small. Even just making 2 youths on our put fear in you. Honestly, if the youth rise up to their expectation, such people cannot be coming out to talk. Because this kind of person, are you telling me somebody from another country went to another country and invest a huge investment like a university, and then you come to your land and you build a mosque and the people allow it? Our youth have to rise up. This is why people like this are still talking. Honestly, I'm not blaming anybody. I am blaming ourselves, and I'm blaming the youths around that area. I don't know what they are. The Joint Youth Council and all of them, the Isok youths, I don't know what they are waiting for. They have to go and shape this guy. They have to flush this guy out of Biafra land. It's very, very important. How can they to say such thing and he's still standing and he's still there? Well, anyway, Nemesis is going to struck him, and nobody should call IPOB because he has invited for him to come out and say all the whole IPOB people should be killed. That is kill all Biafrans. That's what he's saying, and it's in the territory of Biafra. I don't think there is a way we can live with him. I don't think so. That is that. And then secondly, what is very, very important, I want our people to be on the outlook, especially at Arise News, at Channels News, anybody, any journalist. It's not, we don't have any problem with them saying whatever, but any journalist, any of them that open his gutter thinking mouth to say we proscribe IPOB or that Mazi NWACHINEKE Trump Day, we are going to pick you single-handedly. We are going to take you to court, and you are going to come to court. If you are not going to say you are working for channels, because don't know what is channels, it is you that we know. We will treat you as an individual, and we will use you as a scapegoat, no matter who you are. So now, because you have not done any investigation more than the Umuahia High Court, and you cannot know more than the judge, the respectable judge in Umuahia High Court, who has investigated and saw that what Nigeria Army did was a crime against humanity, and bring up her assertions, put in her evidences, and give her judgment. So anybody, any idiot, anybody, you say you are in Arise, you say you are in Channels, you say you are somewhere, you are talking, or you say you are a media, you are writing, and you say, even if you are in Sahara, you say proscribe, we are going to look for you. And whatever, you know, you are not government, you are just an individual. Whatever that is awarded to us, we are going to take it from you. So we are cautioning the Nigerian media. They should respect themselves. Fulani is the problem of Nigeria, not Biafrans. And our leader must be released unconditionally. That is our demand and referendum. We are not going back. We must be disciplined. We must follow up with the DOS. We must follow their instruction and directive. And so very soon victory is ours. Thank you very much, NWACHINEKE, and God bless you from there.
Thank you very much. That's our dear brother Mazi Desmond. That's it. The one thing that will destroy the pig in the creek is just Omicron. Omicron meat, yeah, that guy. Ababasa Shishigaya. Hey, can you hear me? Call on the line. Can you hear me? Mazi Akazo, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you loud and clear. Good morning.
You're welcome.
From here. Yeah, NWACHINEKE. Before I proceed, my brother, I have to say thank you so much for your good work. Thanks for your tenaciousness, your doggedness, that every morning you come out to preach this gospel, that our people can hear and begin to do something about it. And my same greetings go to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man that have made us whom we are today, the man who's still suffering for us, to make sure that me and my children will have good life. May Chukwuka guide and protect you from every hands of the evil ones and from all evil doers. Destroy his enemy before they come close to him, and give him victory by releasing him unconditionally. This is my prayer, and so shall it. happy in the name of Jesus. What I want to say today, and I want to hit it by letting our people know that this pig in the Greek, who has made himself available to begin to say a lot of atrocities with his mouth. This guy made Biafrans to understood that he is part of the people that kidnapped our leader from Kenya. This guy made Biafrans to understood that he's against this struggle. The same thing he did during the time of Wazirike. He betrayed Wazirike and asked Wazirike to took money over the life of the people that died under his command in the mashup. The same guy came to IPOB and duped IPOB 25 million naira. The same guy came again today to begin to ask, to say before the whole world that IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra killed. And this thing he's saying, the world should bear us witness. This is completely what is called, this is genocide. This guy is asking that the Nigerian government should commit indigenous people. And we are not going to keep quiet. And we are alerting the world that if anything from henceforth happen to our people, Asari Dokubo, this pig in the Greek, should be held accountable. And from today we are monitoring him, every of his steps, anything, anywhere he go, we are monitoring him to see how he's going to continue to kill our people, because we have found out that all this unknown government killing innocent people in Biafra land is being masterminded by this pig in the Greek. A man who cannot preach, a man who is living with oxygen. Today he can open his mouth to say that the indigenous people should be killed. And we are asking the Zoo government to release Mazi Nnamdi, because this man he has done no evil. The only crime he committed is to ask for the freedom of his own people. That is the only crime they committed. And the Nigerian government know that Mazi Nnamdi is innocent of any crime they're trying to lay on him. So they should release him, because our patience is running out. And also we want to make it clear that if you know that you are part of the people that want to make a fundraising in the name of IPOB and Kanu, this is a stupid media nonsense fund. This is not IPOB. This is not authorized by GOS. This is not authorized by HOD. We don't know who these people are. If you go there to give them your money, just know that you are part and parcel of these evil things that are happening in Biafra land. If you don't know what to do with your money, go and give it to motherless babies home. There are a lot of people that need help in that animal kingdom called Nigeria. Don't take your money and give to criminals who are committing havoc in Biafra land. Don't take your money and give these monks who Nigerian government has sent to come and destroy IPOB. Don't give your money to them, because these are criminals, and I thought to go carry them that today Biafrans has finally identified these people, and we are dealing with them one after another. I want to beg our people that are living here in the hospital of Biafrans, living here, and all levels of freedom. Please get ready. Soon we are going to march here in the land of Austria, in Vienna, to let the world know that our leader Mazi Nnamdi is still in the hands of this GSS in animal control Nigeria. Please begin now to take free from your working place. Very soon we are going to announce the date of this protest, and this protest is going to take place in Kenya embassy, and also in UN quarter here in Austria. And please make sure you be there. If you love Mazi Nnamdi and if you love the freedom of Biafran people, please make sure you be there. You know Austrian people, you know how we do, and we know the carry last. Please, we are begging you ahead of time for you keep on making your preparation against this concerning this protest. And my brother NWACHINEKE, keep on doing the needful. Chukwuka is with us. It's either Biafra or Biafra or Biafra. No human being is going to stop us in this freedom that we are fighting. They never burn that person. It doesn't matter how many people they collide together. Let them go and bring all this. If people will come out of IBOP, let them assemble themselves. You cannot stop the project of Chukwuka because we are never be here more. When you're natural, the broken more. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. We must continue until Biafra is being restored. Let's go to a place in NWACHINEKE. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's our dear brother, Mazi Akazi. Let's take this call. Call on the line. Can you hear me? Must be Kalagu. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you so much, Mazi NWACHINEKE. My name is Mazi Kanu Agbobrawa, and I'm from Akanu, Ohafia, Ememoya province of Biafra land. And I'm calling from Kuala Lumpur, serving the indigenous people of Biafra, living in Malaysia as the IPOB National Secretary. Mazi NWACHINEKE, following your broadcast today, our people choose to concentrate on what the pig in the creek said. But I don't think that man need any relevance from this our honorable radio, because in the past he said that nobody has done what our leader Mazi Nnamdi has done. So if he is going to be speaking today, calling for the death of our people, we leave it to him. Because that man, if you look at him, the way he is breathing, you know that he is close to his grave. So we should just allow him and face the issue that is before us. Like for instance, this man that is heading the Mazi NWACHINEKE is saying that the majority of our people don't want to be free from Nigeria. But we don't know from where they got the data that he is presenting. They have never conducted a referendum to determine such statements. However, Mazi NWACHINEKE, we are making a lot of progress in IPOB. We must remember that our leader said that it is 100 men that will restore Biafra, and we are seeing it happening. So some of us, we are not surprised to see some of these goons trying to infiltrate what we are doing, trying to cause confusion among those who do not understand the spirit of this Biafra restoration. Having said that, Mazi NWACHINEKE, our people need to continue to tweet, continue to follow the events. For instance, the brokers of our head of directorate that is coming up later on today, we should continue to tweet and follow the judicial proceedings on the litigation that IPOB have initiated all over the world. Inasmuch as the Nigerian president says that our leader and the Biafra indeed should follow the court proceedings. That is to say that they are guaranteeing that they will obey the court pronouncement. Therefore, we are winning, and we must follow it, even though we do not believe that there will be justice in Nigeria, because they have killed our people for a very long time. But we must follow it up and see that we get to the conclusion. Our leader knows that all these things will happen. He is prepared, and we ourselves, we must also be prepared and be strong and look at the ball always and never be distracted. Therefore, I want to use this opportunity to announce our general meeting, the meeting of the indigenous people of Biafra living in Malaysia. restoration of Biafra and contribute towards the support for our Eastern Security Network. Because without the Eastern Security Network, our land will be overrun by these terrorist Fulani who have built tents in our bushes and forests. Therefore, wherever you are in Malaysia, if you don't know your coordinator, for contact and direction, you can call this number. The number is 011 36 85 84 54. The number once again is 011 36 85 84 54. Call the number for direction on how you can join the family in Malaysia and contribute towards Biafra restoration and contribute towards the safeguard of our communities. Thank you so much, Mazi NWACHINEKE.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And let's take this call. Caller on the other line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. NWACHINEKE, can you hear me, sir?
You're welcome.
Okay, sir. Nwachukwu okike abịa ma Udochukwu okike abịa ma nna ike bi n'eluigwe dịrị gị. Oh, jishike. That is the faith of Biafrans. Biafrans all over the world. That is our faith, and we must shoulder our.
Brother, your line is reconnecting. Mazi Okechukwu, what to happen? What do I do? Should I cut you off? You call back.
Not be from this one. Dara. Then the chicken does him. Then the Chukokikabia and Nike bin the weathering. Oh, cheese that I hear. Oh, cheese that I hear. Tikari did not go. Oh, Nadibian to go to whoever though. No other religion, no follow. Then we see. Asade Dokobo, take a big around on this message, including all the saboteurs in Biafra land, all the saboteurs all over the world. Take a big around on this message from Makoya Kachuko Chabansinzie. Then the chicken does First Chronicles chapter 6 from verse 1 to end. Oh, yeah, to quote Kabam and I keep in the West in Oh. On your black we will know your ancestors. Biafrans, you are all the that said that they don't want to be afraid that they want APC, president of Nigeria. You are killing us, your own children. And yes, we are seeing you people, bastards. I know you can make your phone there, but no gentleman for jungle. But Nnamdi must be go to Kunabe. I said that. About the leper. I'm not checking. Okay, you can have that. NWACHINEKE alone alone. Oh, that's what you do. Nehemiah chapter 4 from verse 1 to end. Yana the same Nehemiah chapter 5 from verse 1 to end. Biafrans. Fulani. I know Fulani Gaman Bonaboke worker. No matter the letters of state, the government Biafra.
Our brother's line is zoological. He's
Radio Biafra. We will defend our land. All America can defend the Raya. Biafrans. All America can defend the Raya. Or United Nations, that's anyway. To break the Kabiama. No, the monster, or the weaker. ozi apụọla 16 February ọtaahụ barista ọbani chimerie ha na 12 million na igoyat ọta ka nwa gị ga-esi Fulani ga-ere akpa amụ ha gaa na-akwa anyị ụgwọ dede kede ya otu akwa 6 months anyị agịda ekwe nwa Chineke kama chi ga-esi nke ụgwọ Fulani anyị na ha ga-eburi ndị bụ ndị gide ozi ebede bịa bapụọla chite ụgbọala eru mgbe ahụ onye si ala eze Chukwu ke bịaba gịda abịa ma nne ma nna eme ezinụlọ ya ala ndị bụ na ndị gide were kwe hoo n'eke n'orie n'afọ na mkpo nwa Chineke na-elo ọrịa Biafrans.
Thank you, Mazi. Let's take this call. Caller on the other line, can you hear me? Caller, can you hear me? You're like all this zoological line. Don't know why. Line again, zoology. Line again, I call bossy. Now, no need.
Good morning.
You put the number, self.
Good morning.
Welcome. Continue. All the go okay now. Continue.
Okay. Inaniya meku. Mazi, can you hear me?
Continue before bidan quite zoological something. All the clear now.
Hello. Good morning.
They will continue. Ne kube.
Okay, I should talk. My name is Julius. I'm calling from Benin.
You are welcome.
I'm calling from Benin. So, I'm from Delta State, Orugu, Omotofu village. Are you hearing me?
Continue, brother. Hello? Continue.
Okay, what I'm trying to say, I want to thank you people very well for the good job you are doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, good morning.
Brother, my morning is so wonderful. My morning is very good. So don't worry about more good you are throwing. Before the morning, my morning is very good. Continue. Finish. Your line is dropping. Don't.
Okay, thank you, sir. I want to thank you for the good job that people are doing for Biafra. So the reason I'm saying now, my people in Delta State here in Orugu, many of us now want to join this IPOB for Orugu here. My people in Orugu here, we wanted to join IPOB, but we do not know our coordinator in Orugu for Delta State. So I want you people to direct us. How can we join the IPOB? We want to join the IPOB.
Okay.
I want people to give us coordinator who that we can speak with.
I have your number here.
State here.
I have your number.
That's what you.
I will send it to the right person. Because DSS are too much now. DSS are too much now, and they are using the pig in the creek and co to do their evil. So we have to be careful in all those things.
So that we can be able to be paying our fees.
People who will contact you, okay?
And about this radio station now, many of us in Delta State here, we are not hearing the radio station. So it's my app that I use to connect them.
Very soon, dear brother is listening. Very soon, this radio station will come there. It will pass your area.
I have my own Bluetooth. So what I will do, I connect my Bluetooth with my radio through my internet. So I'll gather people who will be listening every day.
That's wonderful. God bless you for that.
Now, people are gathering here. My people gather here this morning now for our motor park. I on my Bluetooth now with the listing this morning.
Wonderful. God go bless you. The God who serve, the God of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, He go bless you for doing that. He go make sure say money they enter your hand. Money go they enter your hand when they buy data. For
every week now they buy data. Every week they buy data. They collect my data anyhow. Because now online I they listen to them.
Yeah, the God of Biafra go they make sure say money go they come your hand. Watch. Money go they come your hand. You know go back.
Continue. Give everybody. Anybody who get Android phone. Some people they just get Android phone. They not sabi use them. And they give them the app so that they go they listen. They go they share and give any other person. So that's my own work for the Biafra. Because they say they share the work. Even they never know me, I must do my own part before everybody. Every day they argue about this Biafra.
So they don't call my name not to Biafra, and they already received the name Biafra, now they call me.
Now blessing be that now. Now blessing. You go see how things go to work for you.
They go laugh me say me where be Roboma, how Roboma to be Biafra. I say now the same thing will be Biafra. You cannot tell me where I want to.
Those ones no get sense.
So God bless you now. Every night that's how they go broadcast this evening. I dey go Lagos now. If I reach Lagos, I go see gather crowd for Lagos for this 8 o'clock broadcast today. This 8 o'clock broadcast today now. People go listen for Lagos. I dey go Lagos now.
Okay. Safe journey.
By 8 o'clock now, I go see on now to listen. Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, safe journey. I go save your number. I go pass them and I go to send you some broadcast. All right. Thank you very much. Safe journey. Mazi Paul, can you hear me? Thank you for holding the line.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Mazi, my name is Paul, calling from Gabon. Mazi, thank you for your analysis this morning and the job you're doing for the Biafrans. First of all, this morning, Mechukwu protect you and the family and protect our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Akebuchonwa of our time, the prophet of our time. Mechukwu continue to guide him for us. Mazi, I have an announcement to make this morning. I have an announcement to make. The announcement I have to make is that today is our under the leadership of Mazi Chima Amade, our national coordinator, and our zonal coordinator Nzemade Abuchi. This morning, today is our zonal meeting. So we are calling all the whole IPOB, those who are registered in Promo Gabon to come today. Today is our meeting, the last meeting of the month, and the people must come to that meeting because we are going to change some sentences today. If you are not part of that meeting today, you will not be happy with us because you may say that we don't know what we did, but because some registered in the meeting and they just flew away, they are not coming. When they see you on the way, they will be asking you one Ebekaino. So we want to examine who are the IPOB and our zonal meeting are formidable. So we are calling all the whole IPOB Promo Gabon to remember that today you must come to the meeting. You must come to with your Eastern Security Network money because that one we must continue doing that. Is because we need it to support our Eastern Security. And Mazi, concern what you are saying by Asari Dokobo. Asari Dokobo is I don't know what gives him impetus to say what he's saying. Anyway, is the handwork of Janjaweed. We know that they are paying him. He don't have money anymore. That man don't have money anymore. That's why he's opening his mouth saying no manner of nonsense. Because his money, he has finished his money. Now he's looking another money for the Janjaweed. That's why he's talking about IPOB and the Mazi and the Kanu. So Mazi, you know what we are looking for is Biafra, and don't sabotage in our midst. They are in diaspora, they are in Biafra land, they are in zoo, but they will know that IPOB is formidable. They cannot stop the restoration of Biafra. Biafra must be restored, and our leader Mazi must be released. So Mazi came foreign. I know that you are listening to me. Try to make sure, please, sir. The radio, our satellite radio is not working, and I know that we do what you know to do to make sure those radio start working, because our people must listen to Radio Biafra every minute of the day. That's where we get our information. That's where we rely our hope in Radio Biafra, to listen to the gospel of Chukwuka every morning and afternoon and the night. So Mazi, I don't have much to say. All I have to say is that IPOB around the world must rise up, and our agitation must continue, so that we must disturb the world, and the world will give us, and will make sure that we do the needful. As our leader said, that we must do the needful, because we are the one who will restore the Biafran nation. So we must do the needful and stand up for our right, stand up for the restoration of the kingdom of Chukwuka, which is Biafra. Mazi, I don't have much to tell. Maybe I don't have more time, or you don't have more time. I'm supposed to speak in French language so that our people, our children who are not listening, who are not hearing Igbo or English, we hear what we are saying in French. But maybe tomorrow I will have time to speak in French so that people will listen to what we are saying. So thank you for the opportunity you give to me to speak to Biafrans, and they remain resolute, all Biafrans. Biafra is here. Nigeria is going 6 feet today. This year, they are going 6 feet. No going back about it. You can see they are dying. The Zulu name is going down. So thank you, IPOB. You people are formidable. Thank you around the world. Yes. Yeah.
Call on the other line. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Thank you for holding the line.
Thank you very much. My name is Ike Chukwu. I am calling from Australia.
You're welcome.
Yes, I commend you all of you that are presenting the issue and the things that matters to the Biafran people on the social media. I commend all of you very much. And what a few things that I wanted to just say here is a kind of advice. Our people are, are very much into using fighting language and, angry language over those of our enemies and, the nations in the world that are against Biafra, that are supporting Nigeria to oppress Biafra and all of that. All of these people, we know they are doing these things, but I encourage our people to always use, soft language while making our intention clear to the world, without those insultive words and the warning words like we will treat them, they will die, they will be, and all of those languages. I encourage our people to desist from using those languages, but continually to speak out to the world through this media, and expressing our reason to want to depart from Nigeria, to have our independence and have a nation of our own. Clearly telling the world and the Nigerian, government, we all know it, but we continue to bank on it than sending warning message all the time. The second speaker, we are kind of sending courses and using those languages. I believe that it is not the best way we should go about fighting this cause. So let us use our wisdom. Let us use some kind of soft languages, passing our messages across. And again, I also want to say something about Mazi Chika Edoziemu and Simon Ekpa and the rest of other people. Of Nigeria to now, it does not mean that they don't have misunderstandings among themselves. They do have misunderstandings. They have oppositions among themselves. But when it comes in terms of this national national fight to hold on to the power, they unite themselves, and continue to hold the power for as long as it will take. So our people should emulate that. If two people have differences, they settle it among themselves.
Excuse me, sir. Hold it. Hold it first. Hold it.
Yes.
I enjoy the way you are presenting your idea, your belief, and all those things, which is good. like the first of all, you made mention about maybe using some certain words for our people. We do this, we do that. Sometimes you check the people who are saying it and the people who is not supposed to say it. It's not there are people who will not say it and they will not, and there are people who will use those words. That is how it is in the society. You have never had our DOS or HOD maybe coming out and say, Nigeria will go kill you today, we go bomb you, we go do this. You won't hear such a thing. But their boys, you will hear them saying it. The same way, if you go to social media, you see these Hausa people you are talking, where they are writing, talking about, and our own voice will be responding. That is number one. I want to make it clear to you. Then there is a name you mentioned here, which I don't want to. Personally, I don't want that name to be mentioned. And the issue of reconciliation, talking to, we should, before we talk of, brother, for example now, if somebody go and sleep with your wife, let me put it in that level, and they are talking of reconciliation, you and that person, you may forgive that person, but don't tell, nobody will preach to you and say, you and this person keep on walking in one place. There is a level of damage somebody will do to you. Reconciliation, have you ever had our DOS or whatever talking about them or whatever? You won't. Listen to today's broadcast, the HOD, whether he will come and talk anything on that aspect. Some of us, we have good heart, but the thing is that we have not studied what is there and the cause of all these things. Before we say reconcile, we reconcile. And in a political platform or something like this struggle, it is not a church something. We are church, we will say, forgive and forget. I will forgive and forget, but when it comes to this struggle, I need to be careful. There is somebody you cannot bring into my society now or into my group and say I should sit down with him. We are doing IPOB, and I will sit down with him because I know what he has done before or what I suspect. We need to understand this thing. And remember, one single mistake, somebody is gone and the person is gone forever. That is why Obasanjo said in the military, they don't recycle failure. And they don't want to fail you out, because the moment that mistake is being done, the person is gone. So what I'm saying is, all these people we are calling, we should go to those people and tell them to stop the thing they are doing. Stop what you are doing. If you are the senior brother in your house, I don't think in Igbo land, there is, even we have problem with families. At the end of the day, still the small one, they will say, go and beg. Go, reconcile, something of that nature. People who are nobody in this struggle, most of us don't know. These people are nobody. Let's study things very well. And somebody who has been there for a very long time, knows in and out of everything. Who is the person? We shouldn't go towards that level. We will continue to educate our people to understand. HOD will never do that. He won't do that. I am not his mouth speaker, but I'm telling you what will not happen. Which people? I don't want to accuse anybody, but what I'm saying is that let us remove those thoughts in our mind. But not us. This has been the pride of IPOB from day one. If somebody goes against what we are doing, we kick the person off. That is from our leader. If I, standing here now, broadcasting, goes against it, and my punishment is that my voice will never be heard in Radio Biafra, I will never be a member of IPOB. That is it. There is no two ways about it. IPOB has been in that from day one, and that is how it will be. This is the beauty and pride of IPOB, and we must maintain it. So I just want to correct this idea. You are very good, you are very kind, but what I understand is that maybe you have not studied who we are. The struggle, I mean the IPOB family struggle, everything has, just like church has its doctrines. This is our doctrine, and we have to maintain it.
Yeah, so what I'm saying here is not actually you guys going to apologize or go to reconcile, but reconciliation is very important. But the area I'm saying is that, when we have differences like this, it is good to put it aside and fight that same one cause that we are all fighting. But when we come in the inner caucus, in there within ourselves, we know that this person has offended us. In a war, when two people or three people who are enemies are fighting in a one battalion or group fight,
they all go and fight together, to defeat the enemy first. Then after the fight, you come home, you can continue your differences, you can continue your problems. If you solve it, you solve it. If you don't, you don't. But when fighting for one cause, it is very important we all put our hands together, leave our differences, and focus on that cause that we're fighting. What cause are we fighting? Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is in incarceration. So what we'll be preaching it to the world is to intervene to the release of him, and also referendum for us to see if we can have our freedom. These are the major causes that we are fighting, and that is what we should all focus on and fight on, than bringing our fight in the social media, telling the world that once we get our freedom, this is how we're going to be. All the enemies are fighting. I mean, they are laughing at us, asking, "Oh, is that how they're going to do their Biafra when they get the freedom?" Anyway, let's watch and see. All of those things. We don't want all those those mockery language from the enemies. Rather, we need them to see that we stand united together and fighting the same cause. Then when there is a problem like this,
you have said it all. Thank you. What you said under normal circumstances is good, is right. But the thing is that there is a formula that is made for a particular place. You don't use a formula that you don't use that. If we watch Africa today, the problem of Africa is that we are using the code of the white people in Africa, and that is why nothing is working. Africa has its own way of natural things, but it left it and follow another way, and that is why things are not working. Remember, we are Africans. Following things in that some certain ways is not working for us. That is number one. Number two, try to study all these things you see as problem. What is the cause of that problem between these people and these people? You find out. Even some people you may be thinking that they are there to fight for Biafra are not fighting for Biafra. They are not fighting for Biafra. I don't want to accuse directly. I'm just accusing generally. Study. Go down and study, so that when you understand what is going on, you say, "Oh, I'm wrong in even advocating for these people at a certain time." Because some of them are agents against what we are doing. I tell you the truth. And I wouldn't like us to say much, but what you are saying is right. Thank you very much, sir, because the time is not on our side so that I can take other call. Other people are standing. Thank you. It's almost 14 minutes I have given to you. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. And I buy your idea. Under normal circumstances, even internal IPOB issues we have, we resolve it, and the person understand that is wrong, you won't even hear it. But this one, in fact, this is an external enemy. These are evil people that joined us. We must tell you the truth. Understand what is going on before we advocate. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's take another call.
Thank you, my brother.
Waiting. Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Call on the other line. Can you hear me? Must be the powerful man of God. Can you hear me? Call on the line. Powerful man of God, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. I moved my mic. Thank you very much. Are you hearing me now?
Loud and clear.
God continue to bless you with wisdom, because Bible says that wisdom is a principal thing. In all you're getting, get wisdom and understanding. When you use your physical eyes to look into what is happening around us, because I will say us, because all of us, when we board a flight, we are going to the same direction. When you use your physical eyes to look into it, you will be speaking the same grammar. Like this, my brother, I just drop his call. But if you have a spirit of discernment, you will find out that we in a football pitch, despite maybe you have a twin that is in opposition a kind of side. It doesn't matter how umbilical cord connection both of you are connected. As you are not in the same team, you cannot score. In the same goal. Rather, both of you will be struggling to score in a particular different post altogether, because you have a different motive at the same time. So, but that is not what I want to say. What I want to say this very morning is very pertinent to me. I think yesterday somebody called on radio and said that our radio have been kind of jammed by the zoo. He mentioned so many places, and this thing got my brain kind of as if maybe I'm going to run a little bit mad, because in 2016 we bought a very big anti-jam equipment which was installed in Biafra land before the transmitter, the shortwave transmitter. So how come this very person comes every time telling people that the radio station is being jammed, that things, I think, I'm telling you, it's high time. I think the media supposed to meet with those of them that are working with the transmitter. I mean the transmitting stations, to know exactly what is happening. Because when you open up a program and people that are calling you are from foreign, from diaspora, what is the gain? The reason of this very radio is for Biafra land, for us to give us updates live, first hand. Not you call from diaspora and say that you get a report. It's like anti-clockwise, you know. So, but this very radio, each time they continue telling us this jam, we have anti-jamming system that was told 2016, which I knew much about it. So that kind of word that a person came out to say yesterday is demoralizing. If you don't know, and maybe you are in the field of such certain things, and people are complaining of kind of demanding certain things, if you don't know what to say, get to a particular high officer that knows more better, that kind of to encourage our people. Why are you telling our people that kind of a thing? That radio in the watch is not working, they are playing music, and you are handling it. And we have anti-jamming system, and telling us that the thing is being jammed. This is an irony. It is an irony. Now is entering into a game of homework. Now another one I want to say is that the clique, the pig or Omicron, as you call him, from the clique, has made his self known that he is one of those of them that kidnap our leader from Kenya. And what I want to say is that there is this adage that said in Igbo land that what a dog obuni keluru and ya dog. So this man ate our 20 million, and he thought that nobody touched him, just like Irania themselves ate our money. And these people from USA, they ate this very money, and they deem it fit to come out right now to give an issue an order to Nigerian government to start killing us. I got Kitty. This thing will continue like this. This man sent what they call it, his troop to Anambra State to go and kill Biafrans during election of November. I got Kitty. Will continue. Some people will come out and begin to say, I will kill you, I will do this, I will do that. Or God, they should stop telling us that kind of rubbish. If you want to do anything, better start up and continue doing it immediately. The people are saying the thing they're saying. What can do? They talk and do, and you continue to say you will, and when time comes. Let me stop here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's take this call. Call on the line. Can you hear me? Mazi NWACHINEKE, can you hear me?
NWACHINEKE, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Good morning, great Biafrans all over the world. My name is Mazi NWACHINEKE. I'm calling from my location where I'm from Ohajiruma, and Ohajiruma is in Imo Province, Biafra land. Mas, I want to thank you for the good work, and I want to also thank other radio presenters for all they are doing, and all our media. You know, they standing shoulder to shoulder with our great leader Mazi NWACHINEKE Kanu and all the whole IPOB members around the globe. I pray that Kaduma will preserve us, he will keep us, and we shall fight this fight till Biafra is restored. No going back. I want to comment based on what the pig in the clique we have done on this issue, and I pray and I believe that after today, maybe nobody will talk about him because it's an irrelevant, it's nobody. But I want to assure the pig that IPOB of 2022 is not IPOB of 2015, 16, 17, 18. IPOB 2022 is where you kill us, we kill you. In fact, before you come and kill us, we kill you first. So those who that he's saying, that killing Igbos, who is Igbo, who is IPOB? Who are the Igbos and who are the IPOB? IPOB, are they not Igbos? Telling Igbos to go against IPOB that we are evil. We are evil. We that are serving our people are evil. We that are trying, contributing to save our land are evil. But we that is collecting for Fulani to Islamize the Biafra land is a good man. We need to applaud him, we need to clap for him. Talk about the city stomach. What I'm saying is that the age, listening to me, 2022 is no longer past years. If you bring those your boys as you're recruiting them to come and fight us, to come and fight ESN, you will see them and we'll kill them first. You see, we'll kill them because now it's no more time we are talking. We talk, we are talking and we are doing something. And I want to, encourage Biafrans all over the world. Let's continue to support ESN. It's very, very important. ESN is our iron bar that we have that are protecting the land of Biafra, like Israel have the iron bar that protects Israel, all the media they shoot at them. ESN is our own iron bar that protect the land of Biafra land. So let's support them in any way we can. In any way we can, let's support these people. Let's support them because without ESN today, look at what is happening. All the things happening in Zafra, happening in Castina, happening in Kaduna, happening all over the north. Even the Biafra land could have been the worst. But because these are our brothers, they are sacrificing themselves to make sure that our land is secured. We that are outside Biafra land, we need to do the needful and support our brothers in the bushes. Sleeping in the bush. Imagine you that is at home, mosquito will bite you. How you see? They talk about somebody in the bush from day to day, from week to week, from month to month. Mosquito is eating them up. So please let's try and support ESN. And I pray and believe that Biafra will be restored. Mazi NWACHINEKE will be released unconditionally because our leader committed no crime. He's a prisoner of conscience. He's fighting for the people that cannot fight for themselves. And also like announcement, our brother for please, if you're within Edom Aziz or Haji Aziz, all these places is our territory. Please make sure you tune to the radio and know whether it's clear and report directly to us so that we know. I really appreciate the VOS for the good work they are doing. That right now, like I called my brother yesterday, he said that the radio is coming, but there is a radio that like Evashon, but I believe it to be clear. So that's a very marvelous way that if you are within Edoma, you are in Edoma from Etekuri down to Aga. Still, Radio Biafra, FM, not AM, FM 102.1. You will listen to the gospel of the rendition. You will listen to the gospel that will liberate us. I thank God that I called my mom this morning. He told me that I think I had a very thing with this. So yes, mommy, very soon you are going to be free from the hands of the oppressors. You are going to be free from the hands of those that have been making us dry, making our life to be miserable. So please, if you're within Edom Aziz, if you're within Ohaji, Omapo and those areas, please keep your radio 102.1 and you will get Radio Biafra. Mazi, I want to appreciate you for the good work. We are waiting for our HOD to come to this evening and also tell us the good news, because we always believe that when he's coming out, he will tell us one good news or the other. Thank you, Mazi, for taking my phone. Still coming and bless you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's Mazi NWACHINEKE. Thank you very much. Let's take this caller. Thank you for holding. Must be my dear brother, aka Ekeroneke. Ekeroneke, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Mazi, good morning from Warsaw, Poland. This is okay for them to see from America. I live here in Warsaw, Poland. Yeah, Mazi, every other protocol is really observed because I just came in because of the caller before this NWACHINEKE is here. Mazi, if I may ask you, since you are in this program this morning, have you not been receiving calls from Biafra land and the zoo? Now, I just finished speaking with the Mazi of former. We are trying something, and I want to say this loud and clear. This attack is getting too much. That speaker that is always attacking. Mazi, I say, Corona, there are division of labor. You are in pastoral session. Nobody interfering there. If there is any information you are trying to get, it's impossible. You cannot get that information. Carry your warrant and say on your own, please. I don't want to say this, but I just want to say this because this is not the first time. This issue was, you brought it to Mazi yesterday. I came there and I told our people loud and clear Our radio is 101% going viral, and we are doing our best. But Lai Mohammed and Tinubu, they brought a very big transmitter mounted in Iguacha, in the extents up to Imo State. So what we do, we don't want to tell somebody what we do, but we know what we are Biafrans. We reset and we are fixing, we are resetting everything. It's not today they started attacking us. Before we are 95, 96, whatever. Now we have taken it. Now they attack because they brought the big transmitter. Mazi, we are fighting with demons. They have that money. Mazi, these people have that money. Like Mohammed said it. Tinubu have done it. So our own is to make amend and make sure that our radio is talking. It don't go to village and bring people to come and talk for you to know who are you. Does anybody come to your section where you are doing prayer warrior and Tasi there? Please, this is the last time I'll say something about this. Otherwise, we are going to take it.
What I think, what is there is to.
Not the second time. You go to every platform telling people that people from to Biafra and Nigeria is not calling.
I know.
This is really the whole world. Listen, Mazi, you are handling this program now. You have to do.
Hold on, Ekeroneke. Let me say something. Hold on. I know he always somehow against or speak. He always on negative. He's my good friend. He's listening. But the thing is that I would have expected you
to give that time to come and do you know the damage you're doing to our people? You know the damage you're doing to our people?
I thought you would listen to me. You would have to come and give this answer and lie low. It would have been it would have been settled everything than going direct to him. You understand?
It's not yesterday, every day by day. I never every day by day, and everybody, the whole world is listening because it's getting too much. It's okay. Thank you.
Are you
Mazi, thank you. Let him concentrate on.
Okay. Thank you. Hello? What I'm saying is that you have dropped the line. Not me call to you. Off. I think you have dropped the line. What I'm trying to say is you would have given this answer which will counter everything he has said under normal circumstances. That there is another this thing they brought in and is using it, and what is happening now is you are changing the this thing. I know powerful man of God. He always come on the other aspect, thinking that is more good for him or whatever. But I see it as how will I put it? He's just criticizing in order to reshape things, but sometimes he go beyond this thing. Call on the line. Can you hear me? Must be my good friend.
I can hear you, Mazi.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, good morning. My name is Mazi NWACHINEKE. I'm calling from Italy. Although foreign I've touched where I want to touch. Do you understand? There's no way you can come and be telling people to go and do this, and you should be telling those people command and control. This guy is always on negative parts. Do something. You that is there. Did they tie you there? Why can't you come back and do something? And secondly, Mazi, you people are giving these people publicity. All this baby saboteur, the pig in the cliques. Believe me, I've never listened to that guy. That pig, and all those autopilots and Omar the highway. I've never listened to them because I don't. My data is so precious to me. I can use it to another things. Why should I come and listen to? You see all this small saboteur. We should not ignore them all. There's one that is.
You are contradicting yourself, brother. Now you say we should not give them publicity. We should not ignore them again. Because somebody like Pig in the Creek is not like all this Facebook broadcaster. Pig has made name for himself long ago. So it's not somebody, that threat he brought out. All those things he said is not something you just
broad money. That is broad money.
So you are contradicting what you said before.
he got him money. That is not money. But let me tell you, in fact, let me use Igbo first. You understand? Any Igbo man who is saying one Nigeria, Mazi, take that person to psychiatric. That person have a mental problem. I'm telling you.
No, not only that. It's either any Igbo man who is telling you one Nigeria is either he's a criminal or he's stupid. Just take him to psychiatric, as you said. Either he's a criminal. I don't know him.
For criminal, they have sex.
Or when he's on a target, or he's stupid. That is it.
Mazi, there is no seaport in our land, but we have sea. There is no Anambra government spend a lot of money to build that airport in order for you to have one international airport. But these people insist that even they beg them in order to make it local, just to let us, even though local. Just imagine that thing. Even though local, so that our people will use it for this season, for Christmas season. Just imagine the kind of country that you are. Nothing. Obasanjo sees all our people goods, and in order to make way for Dangote and Atiku to be using that seaport, and we are still here talking one Nigeria. Look at what this seaport is not working. Look at Calabar. Look at it. Nowhere.
My brother, are we waiting for Angel Michael to appear and fight for us, or are we waiting for Donald Trump? Or
that is what we are doing. That's what we are doing. And the people.
This is not what we are discussing today. But as Ezioye, let me just digress a bit. It's our stupidity. Even some of the Igbo boys in Lagos who depend on container importing and importing. What have they made? What effort have they made? Rather, they work with politicians. They will work with politicians to see that politicians who supposed to, Ike Kwemad and Co. have been in Senate for how many years? What have they been senating and representing there? Nothing. The problem, the masses, what are the masses doing? All manner of rubbish is what you hear. Onye put up to say no Bible problem. Every Bible church this that. Look at the criminals that are disturbing you. We cannot think towards that area. Mandina time the one time to check container or not 3 months. None many there. About even some of them, if they can't bring it, somebody called here. If you can't bring out the container, our man will take it, go and book out the thing, book out auction. Brother, the problem is the person that is suffering the thing. You and I that are suffering it. That is where the problem lies. Onya na papa ogu onye ogu mara bo onye na ebe akwa. Obro onye na papa ya di ogu mo onye ga bia papa ya di ogu. But mgbe na papa ogu di ogu ana the thing na afọ ga si na enwe ihe na eme. Then the pen will have to increase. That is our problem. That is our problem. The problem is we ourselves. Too much.
Yes, but the only people that can do it, Mazi, is IPOB. Everybody should support Mazi Nnamdi vision, because that is the only thing that will give us freedom. That's the only thing that will give us what we want.
I am surprised how traders for years, Mazi Nnamdi how traders could not, because they are the one facing this thing. How traders cannot come out in mass. In mass, give the whole, forget about politicians, the whole traders, both in the Lagos, Mandino and Nibo. But you can't see such a thing. Somebody can never not query, even money and where they go safe. Man cannot pata they go myself. Gana query, man can patra they go not query.
And even Mazi,
stupidity
Mazi,
in our body and whatever.
Mazi, listen. Even that person that is shouting one Nigeria, that person, he aim not just to get visa travel.
Okay,
what if Nigeria do for you? Why not stay in Nigeria?
What's the name of this man? Somebody. How many jets, private jets? Who just support Tinubu for president? Oh, one dinner back one say na ha na cho Igbo presidency all this while. One criminal will go na Lagos booked how many private jets? Jaja back Tinubu. Okutere do kun kefao. Not that we are discussing. I want you to know how our problem, because sometimes we overheat our enemy. whereby we are our problem ourselves. We are our
That
problem.
is
This is
why,
not what I'm discussing today, but
Mazi,
I just
yes,
want to air one or two things. Just round it up. Many calls are hanging there.
Yes, that is why I said that anybody that don't believe in Mazi Nnamdi vision should go. In fact, he should go and check his brain. I'm telling you, that person is not normal. After Obasanjo seized over 20,000 containers in Port Harcourt, in Iguacha, and that makes our people to, in fact, massive exodus. They leave our land and travel back. Many travel to Lagos, many travel to Cotonou, because he make it that every goods in our land is contraband. You understand? Okay, now, do you know that it's more cheaper to send container from here, from abroad to Nigeria, than to send that from Lagos to the east? You understand? Before your container will reach east, Lagos people don't say their own finish, and it make many of them to leave our land and come to Lagos. And many even some now they prefer they send their goods to Kaduna. That is cheaper there. Why their own is cheaper and our own is cost. But we have the sea. The same thing this idiot is doing to take flight from Lagos to east is more higher than to Meduguri.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you, brother. I will discuss that next
time. Something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with us, honestly. Something is wrong with us.
Brother, thank you. Our problem is we need to tell ourselves the truth. We need to tell ourselves the truth. Caller, thank you for holding. Thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi NWACHINEKE. Good morning from my side. Speaking to your brother.
Thank you for holding.
Speaking to your brother. Okay, please only the scavenger, please. Thank you for taking my call. Yeah, Mazi, I thank you. I just want to appeal to my brother, okay, foreign. Today, Bigaka one night when you were because if they talk, if people come to talk like this, make you angry, you know, that our brother was just trying to, he was just angry that things is not working or that there is a problem. But you know, the problem is the way he presented it is where the problem is. So we should forgive him for that. But our powerful man of God, you must also not criticize us all the time. Sometimes you take on our back.
He is more rebellious in his thing than there's something is called constructive criticism, but man of God always go against it. He will just come as if he's against you. That is his nature.
And the problem is, upon coming to as if he's against us, he's exposing us now. Because the zoo didn't know that we have acquired this thing from Germany. You don't need to tell them where we get any of our thing. Because you know they smell, they think, they look. No, because this thing is what we made by ourselves. Some of it we made by ourselves. Some of it maybe we might import it. But you don't need to come and tell the whole world that we imported so thing. Then if we imported so thing, does it mean it cannot get damaged? It can get damaged. So please, you must take it easily when he's criticizing us, because at the same time he's opening our nyash. He's telling the secret of our he's now exposing our secret. And at the same time, I also use the opportunity. You know, this our brother, the powerful man of God, and the previous caller. You remember the other day we hosted a program as our brother Isaiah Yoba came and told us about everything about it, begging, going to ask for reconciliation and all those things. And he told them that we are not going to reconcile with the people who don't recognize us. You are not going to, you know, this our brother, he must be very careful how we talk of reconciliation. Because I'm not as I am now, I'm not like him. He is the type of person who will catch his wife sleeping, committing adultery. And the men and the people will tell you there are something you must do so that your wife can clean himself. Then you don't do it. At the end of it, you go because you love your wife and go and sleep again. At the end of it, you die. And the woman will still remain. You understand what I mean? So this our brother, we must be very careful that, okay, now, Asana Dokumba is threatening to kill us. He wanted to kill us. So tomorrow, you want us to go and tomorrow again go and sleep with him in the same bed? Why he have already told us he's going to kill us? You can remember and all those people have sworn to kill us. And you see what they did. We think that we are forgiving them, that we are fighting for Biafra. They said we don't know that they want to use our leader, a prisoner of conscience, Nnamdi. We don't know that they want to use him for politics. They spend all their last money. They spend the money that we don't see, we could see to build Biafra land. They use that money to go and bring our brother. You want me tomorrow to forgive this type of people? It's not in my dictionary. I don't do that, because if you forgive this type of person, he will kill you. I don't know if these people know what these people what they did to us. They don't know that we nearly died. We have been thinking, dying, how are we going to revive IPOB? Because what they wanted to do is only God. When they open your spiritual eyes, you know what these people wanted to do. They wanted to kill our leader. They wanted to destroy IPOB. And tomorrow you wanted to tell the father, the DOS, to go and bend down, beg their children for forgiveness. For what? What are you reconciling on people who don't know that you exist? People who want to destroy you. People who accuse you. You accuse your father. You accuse your mother. You accuse your brother in public. That they are the one who killed did something to our leader, and you want us now to go down and lay down and beg them in name of peace. What type of peace is that? We are not in that type of peace. We are not in that type of peace. Well, if they repent, let them repent, do the right thing. Let them just repent and do the right thing, which we all are fighting for is Biafra. Not to talk about us. The person you say we must go and repent is still talking about us now in media. I don't know whether these people know what is going on. I don't know if they know the type of damage these people are causing us all the time. We're having high blood pressure. Both in social media, they call you name. Anything you talk, they say you have taken money. I don't know what type of money you're taking. Please, thank you for taking my call. I love you all, Biafrans, IPOB members. You are my blood. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, Scavenger. Thank you. Call on the line. Can you hear me? Caller, can you hear me?
Yes, good morning. Are you live?
Live and direct.
Oh, one moment, and then you. I got really number. I got really mean number. I got really a few number. I'm going to job people. This now, but one I got really number. You know, only guy na do Kanu. Look at that. I will do the secret. But all the US in the figure was it the they broke out and go through. One national going to Biafra. We open us again, email. All these cockroaches, I don't know anything. These people are nobody. We are nobody people. All these cockroaches, everyone has it. No, we open ideas, email, big Kanu. Only open up, that's it. One in the I can let you go because I got three and I'm Benida. He said, that's
Let's take this call. Call on the line. Can you hear me? Must be Manuel Okonkwo.
Hello?
Manuel, can you hear me?
Good morning. I can hear you, Nwachineke.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I greet all the Biafrans all over the world. So my contribution this morning, Nwachineke, is what is going on now in the world and in our lifetime. For example, now you see now how the government of the world converts for women to marry women, and I can hear you, Nwachineke. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah. What I want to contribute this morning. What I want to contribute this morning is our radio is repeating back. My voice is repeating back.
It You are not talking to me. You are just listening to your device. You are not talking to me.
What I want to say, my comrades, is what is going on in the world. You can see how the government of the world converts the people from woman to married woman and the man to married man. Now, in a place now, in a country where I live, they have made before they are hiding themselves, but now it's open. And when you try to discuss it with the people of the world, they will tell you it is their right. So why I'm bringing this type of thing now? Because all of us are now seeing it. Even where you are seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. So now, see how hard it is to convert a Biafrans to believe that the Fulanis want to take our land. See how it was hard now for our leader to tell us, and those of us who believe and see what is before us. So why I bring this about to the way the woman and the woman married the woman and the man married the woman. This thing now in 20 years to come, I don't know how this thing now, the evil who have already in this life. I don't know when the Messiah, God will send another Messiah now to come and tell the people, this thing you are doing is not good. How can a man marry the man? How can a woman marry the woman? And all these things are happening. The pastors are watching it. The bishops are seeing it. The reverend fathers are seeing it. The reverend sisters are seeing it. But they cannot say anything because they are looking for members. Why I'm bringing all these things? Because we all are evangelists and we believe in the word of God. And we are countering all the evil that before us. Why I'm bringing this? See how hard it is us now as Igbo to believe that the Fulani want to take our land. For many years, this is about almost 70 years now, that the Fulanis are working hard to take our land. And our politicians are supporting them. How many is that politician? If I'm counting it, how many? Maybe let's say 100 are in the Igbo land. 100. So these 100 now are controlling millions of people. How can majority will be keeping silent? But when the truth comes, they will try to kill that truth. But why can't all these people rise up? Let us chase all this evil away in our land. When the truth will come, they will not follow the truth. But when the fake ones come, they follow it. So what I want to now to let the Biafrans to know, and all the men of God to know, is you can see how the women are married women and they are in your church. You can see how men are married man and they are in your church, but you are not saying anything because you need money. Because you need money. And the second one is, you see how hard it is to convert a Biafran to believe that our land is, the people only want to take it. Think how hard it was the time the Messiah will come again to revive our people that already convert to believe all this nonsense they are doing by woman to marry woman and the man to marry woman. So this is what I have. So as we are thinking, let us see this thing. May God give us wisdom to overpower our enemies, which we are there already. We can't give up. Instead of we can give up, it's better that all of us will vanish. We cannot, because I've already started this journey and they cannot give up. The people who started coronavirus up to today, they never give up. They never give up. So we Biafrans, as we have started this journey, we cannot give up. So that God will know that we are determined to take our freedom. If no, the one thing again I want to say.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let me take another call. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Caller, you have been calling and calling. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi NWACHINEKE.
Ndewo. I don't want to hold your call because I know you are calling from Zoo.
No, I'm not calling from Zoo. It's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, it's a Zoo number. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. It's yeah. Mazi, please, I would just want to air my view this morning, because this is Radio Biafra, and I believe that this is where people come to air their view. It's not a reconciliation committee. And in IPOB, we have a chain of command and we have a way of we are doing things. If I sit in my position and watch somebody come to instigate problem over the radio, it is my duty also to call, to try to make sure that those type of things does not happen over our radio. If you remember in a time past, some people come and call themselves rabbi. I believe in Yeshua. He was a rabbi, and everybody know what rabbi is all about. If somebody have come now, I got a new name. I don't think maybe you are the one who gave him the new name of a powerful man of God. And your duty in IPOB is to make sure that everything is done well. I don't know if that is the position of the powerful according to you, because I don't see, once you start giving me that type of name, then you are trying to crucify me, because it will make my head grow. Sometimes he say powerful man of God. Sometimes he is the wisest man that does not put his house in order, because when we have a problem in IPOB and we have a place that we can go and also share those problems that we feel that we know, and that is the way that we can solve that problem. We have a provincial coordinator, national, and also it can go to continental and so many other places. I have to blame you this morning to say, if when this guy called and talked about, people say they are going to, this guy eat our 20 million, we did nothing to him. And some people call Radio Biafra and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and you don't do that thing. I think there is something that brother needs to want to say, but he has not come out to say it. And maybe we are waiting until the day he's going to say it. We talk about jamming quick equipment from 2016, while we are in the face of war. Nigeria is doing everything. They went and get a radio that is very close to the same number of FM that we have, in order to be playing. Our radio is playing, and that one is interfering on it. And he believes that jamming system from 2016 could do that job. He says exactly what he's doing now is what the person that called him rabbi was doing at that time. If you chase him for one radio, you go to another one, and you go there, the day he's going to vomit that thing that is in mind. He will vomit it, he say, I've made my point. This powerful now you call, and the white man, he went to Mazi program, he tried to vomit the rubbish, he stopped him. It is not fair at the point that we are, that we can have a problem over this platform, Radio Biafra. Please, I ask you, I am saying today, why the reason why I say I blame you. When anybody comes to say, no, we're supposed to do that, we're supposed to, ask the person, are you not part of us? Can't you do that particular thing? Kill this politician or this person that eats our 20 million or this anti-jamming system that you are talking about, that you know much about it, that we need to solve the problem over the radio. Ask him, can't you relate to Mazi Former and the people that are in charge of this thing to do something about this, so that we don't wash our dating linen outside? This is a feed. This place here is feeding over 70 million people. Our enemy is going to use some of these things that we are saying and go to social media and say so many things. If you know when one of our DOS members, so we came to talk about somebody who took a receipt and said our receipt that says that Radio Biafra is about to expire. If not because of what he was saying, you wouldn't know that this person was not returning the receipt that the onion do said, the emails and the letter to where he's supposed to return it. We wouldn't know. And we are having this person again coming to Radio Biafra to tell us that the person that is on top of this radio is not doing a good job. And I am sitting here. Radio is not talking in my state. In my own state, I've called the people over the radio. I find out what happened, why my radio is not talking. What our people did, where they are fighting to be the one to go and buy the equipment in order for them to get a kickback on that particular buying the equipment. At the end of the day, buy fake things that the radio could not work. If we are in a war, if this radio is something that we must hold very strongly, how many people is going to be over Iguacha, who's going to be in Aba, who's going to be in Enugu, are we going to get so many people to come and be part of this in order for it to work? I think that for my kind of the way I think about it, it must be like 3 people or 2 people. If there is a problem here, they take them 1 or 2 days to go back there and fix it. and ride on the road. We know how the zoo is all about. Why don't we be patient? Or if we have something that is pressing us, that we know that it could work, why don't you relate to the right channel? I am of the opinion, if anyone comes to the radio to say anything that will divide or to dampen the spirit of the people working, that person must stop. You guys must stop him. It's not fair for me to sit and listen to Radio Biafra to know that the people that are handling this radio are not doing a good job because they have an anti-jamming system and they are not using it. That's what that guy is saying. It is not fair. It is not fair for me to hear that. And it is not fair for Biafrans to hear that. Let's stop this. Let's stop this. We are broken already. We don't need to break more. I've said this before. The same day this wise come to say something, I said it. Stop this. You are trying to bring this division that we are trying to stop so that we can have our peace together. I've submitted this morning. If Wise or Chris cannot focus on praying for Biafra and Mazi NWACHINEKE, focus on knowing what happens to radio, that they cannot relate it to whoever that is part of it, not over the radio, then when you pick his call and allow him to talk, after talking and calling names, you say to him, wise man. It's controversial, but you cannot stop him from causing the problem. That's my submission. Mazi, you're doing a very good job.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Do you know why I give you time to say all this? Is because of this issue. Yes, because sometimes when we don't maybe somehow allow it to come out, it will look as if something is behind it. I have spoken with him sometimes regarding some certain statement he do. But let's say, for example, I begin to block him on my own. It will sound somehow, but it's good now as Biafrans have known him. He himself will know because he's listening. He's listening. He himself will know if he want to correct himself. It's up to him. Then if he's agent also, he will be exposed one day based on what he's doing. You understand? But let's say what I'm trying to say. Had it been I'm blocking him, or we decide not to allow him until this level now, then it will sound somehow that they are restricting people on Radio Biafra not to talk and all those things. We need to balance things. But something has reached to a level that Biafrans has come out to voice out. Biafrans has come out to voice out. And this is the time things will be regulated. You understand? That's why I allow you to speak out your mind. The name I'm giving him is somebody I know very well. I know his spirit. I understand how he works. That's why I'm calling him that name. It's a nickname. That is not his name. So people should not take it personal towards that. I didn't tell you to go to his church or to go for his prayer or whatever. So let us not get it wrong on that. But let's focus on the statement he made. I didn't even know that he has called other platform based on the same thing. But I believe he should repent on that, because he had been known of being controversial in every time he called, every time he present his matter. So let it not be what we are going to discuss this moment. Thank you very much, my dear brother, for your
thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, and keep on the good work you're doing.
You too, my brother.
Thank you. This is Radio Biafra as a service to coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Ohamadike one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Is the director of Radio Biafra and her television, the commander of the armies of Biafra, and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. I would have liked to take this call before I round up, but caller, your line is not making anything, so I have to drop it. Thank you very much for being part of our program, and we must continue to press on. Do not be afraid. Some certain issues, we should not let it come, because most of the time we are the one that cause problem. We suggest this, we suggest that. Don't talk to this person. Don't talk. Ignore them. As you're ignoring them, they are growing, become a cancer, growing, and it has reached the level now to cut it off. The pain is not easy. You want to tackle it, you see, you are giving them publicity. All these ideas, you think that the leadership are not listening. Leadership are listening. So people, even to the extent that this man that the Omicron need to take away out of this planet Earth, this idiot, this pig in the creek. Look at the statement. Look at the kind of words this man come out and vomit. This is not this man is not a small boy in the society. So his matter is not something you take easy like that. Look at what he came out and just go to his Facebook. You hear what he has said. It's not somebody you just ignore like that. We need to understand all these things and balance things. There are things need to tackle. When the issue of these people talking rubbish on Facebook, this, that, say don't talk to them, they are nobody. They have grown to a certain level, spoiling the names, spoiling everybody. Had it been they were attacked that time, if you attack them, you say you're attacking irrelevant people. Sometimes let's guide things. People are coming, reconcile. Reconcile with who? The sum of the people you are calling for reconciliation, let's say they are not Sabo. Let's come normal say they are not Sabo, but they disobey. Brother, onye dinyere nwunye gị, enwe ihe a ga-agwa gị ịgbara godi ya n'ụwa. Nwoke somebody jeje ria nwunye elu. Ria nwunye gị elu onye mara gị ọfụma, not an outsider. Somebody mara gị ọfụma, ria nwunye gị elu. Mmadụ pụta sị gị gbara ka gị na ya nọrọkwa n'ofu ụlọ. If that man does it, is an idiot. If any man does that, is that you can forgive and do continue with your life, but not for you and that person to be pally, because one day it will spring up. It's a scar in the body. The sign will be there. We must understand that. So these are the things we need to put in order when we are suggesting things, not just as you think it, not just as you think it. These are the things we should put in order when we are suggesting, so that you won't confuse. There's something Obasanjo said when he was the president of the zoo. He said when you have one problem and hire 30 lawyers or 10 lawyers, that you have 10 solutions for that one problem, which you may not be able to tackle it. And that is it. That is it. So when we are giving a concrete suggestion, sometimes it comes to your mind, you check it within yourself and see. Or somebody have said, you digest that of the person and look into it and see whether what he said is right or wrong. You may be right in your own opinion, but you don't know whom you are giving that formula, whether it will work in that particular place. Let's gather all these things. The statement of this man is not ordinary. It's not ordinary. Telling you, look at where Mazi Nnamdi is, and somebody come out and make a broadcast and tell you that he is involved openly. Even the Ipob people who were involved in this thing that we know very well are lying low. Then somebody come out openly, boldly. Brother, you know, I didn't talk much on his issue, but where I emphasize that he say every IPOB need to be killed. For what reason? IPOB, which he worked for before. The pig in the creek that Omicron will destroy worked for IPOB before. IPOB was contributing money, giving him, and he was breaking pipeline. He was breaking pipeline. Now he's telling to kill the same IPOB. No. We need to understand things. When you see enemy, you know the kind of enemy that is around, if it is the one you neglect or not. Let's understand this thing very well. And some of us waiting, sometimes our problem is personal issues. As I'm doing this work now, you may not like me. I don't want you to like me. You don't need my like. I don't need it. Like the work. If the work is good, appreciate it and don't sabotage it. For Biafra, you love so much to come. Don't like me, like Biafra. Likewise with me. Maybe your face look like old model Bedford or whatever. But you are doing a very good work. For me, you are the best for me. I will follow you. I may not personally have things with you, but I will agree with every good work you are doing for Biafra to be restored. That is how we should be. So sometimes, most of this attack could be personal issues, which is not good, which is part of the envy and jealousy and all those things. If somebody is good, he is doing the good work, appreciate it. Don't come on personal issues. Maybe he could not do something you want. And finally, we black people, we need to know what our problem is. We need to know. So the problem of Mazi Nnamdi kind of finish everything, but we don't want to go to that place. He said that we are not capable of reasoning very well. But most of this time we divert it to many places. Many places. These days is only on church. Pastor, church. I did not see that thing as a destroy the church, to put Nigeria in government in good today. Put Nigerian government in order today. You will not see anybody going to church. Pastor will look for job. But you see people do that. Is not your problem. Even the politicians that you see physically that are taking you won't even attack them. Just as a brother was saying here, the same Igbo man who they seized his container in Lagos, have seen somebody who came out to advocate for that thing, he will not support that. Rather, he will be sabotaging him. All the home markets in Anambra, in Igbo land, in Biafra land today, they caught fire, they burnt into pieces. Whereby we have a government that's supposed to provide a very good firefighter for it. What are they doing? What have you done to that? How have you responded to those government? Nothing. But when they come, but the main man who stands for you with his life is in DSS dungeon. Our problem is when you think of it, and we so much want it to be now and tomorrow, whereby you have not contributed. Look at the whole senators we have. Every time they win, they go to Abuja. What are they doing? Common one airport. The day they repair Enugu airport to be good, they gather the whole Igbo political echelons, both religious, tradition, and they gave 10 billion to repair Enugu airport. Despite all the whole oil money that is coming from Biafra land. They gather all of them, reaching there. Today, how is Enugu airport? Is Lufthansa falling there? Is landing there? Is a British airline and all this, are they coming there? You that travel Christmas, do you land in Enugu? How is it? Why can't you ask? Why can't you insist? Why can't you, we just relax. These criminals are using us. Today they push you this side, tomorrow they push us the other side. Because we are foolish. We are foolish. We are foolish. Let's start. I start with myself. More now. I start with myself. There's something is inside me also. The same way is inside you. So you need to start the tackling inside. 10 billion. How is the airport today? Before Anambra airport was constructed, or where it was constructed during blessed Sambakwe of blessed memory, hoping that it's going to be an international airport. Babangida closed the line. Nothing happens. It didn't work. Look at that of Anambra now. Is there nothing? None of these people are talking. Say why? And you are a businessman. You go and bring in and things and bring out things, but you can't bring it inside. Today they are talking 22. Ojo Sokal is jumping up and down. Some of you are following him. Some of you that go to school are their secretary, working in their media, writing. Tomorrow we come out, we complain. We are our problem. You that is writing all those rubbish for him, be his media, and you get 20,000. And people are dying. Roads are not good. Nothing is working. I don't want to go to Quebec side or whatever. A lot of things. One day we'll make it as a brother. Start with yourself. You that always criticize, you talk. Have you criticized yourself? Have you criticized yourself? Even the little job you will do, you will make yourself to become God, as if you are doing everything for Biafra. These are the problems. It's inside us. Let's tackle this thing. Start with yourself first. Thank you very much, and may the Most High bless us. We must continue to press on. Don't relent. Don't lose hope. Continue to fight on until we'll get there. But for us to get there easy, you and I need to assess ourselves. Tell ourselves the truth. Have some certain changes. But when you hear the wrong in us, until we change it, things will be okay. Even if other black people don't want, you and I that are already in the spotlight need to make a change, make an amendment over that thing. Make a change. We need it. We need to remove that thing, whatever you may call it. As we bring this program to an end, Father, we thank you, we bless you, we glorify your name. We thank you for what you have done for us. We thank you for what you are doing. We thank you for everything. We thank you for the life of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We thank you for his protection and guidance. We thank you, Abba Father, for everything. We say, hallowed be thy name, Jehovah Jireh. We thank you for the ESN. We thank you for the DOS. We thank you for everyone. We thank you for IPOB. We thank you for Biafrans. We thank you for all the land of Biafra, to the glory of your name. Thank you, blessed Lord, Abba Father. Thank you, my Lord and my God. Be thou exalted, Jehovah Jireh. That it is we pray and believe that thou hast answered also, Lord, as we make this prayer in the beautiful name of your beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach. And I leave you with this one. The Bible says, curse be upon anyone who preach any other gospel beside this, even an angel from heaven. Galatians 1 verse 8. Shalom.